It's funny how we make plans for the future and how easily those plans can turn upside down. When my partner and I moved into this apartment, we told ourselves we'll only be here for a few short years, just enough to save up a bit more, and then we'll move into our own house. Yeah, well, a few years have passed, and we're still here, in the same apartment, and with property prices constantly rising, we are nowhere near moving into a house anytime soon. Because we never planned to stay here long, we didn't really invest much into the space. We changed a few small things, but we didn't want to take on any major renovations. But over the past few months, we had to face reality and ask ourselves what's next. We still aim to having our own house, but we also had to accept that it's not happening just yet. So we decided that in the meantime, we'll finally take on some bigger renovations, because we want to truly feel good in our home. Today I'm making granola. I haven't made it probably a year, and I've really started to miss it at breakfast. For today's batch, I'm using rolled oats, whole grain flakes, and some puffed whole grains. I'm adding sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, hazelnuts, almonds, and walnuts. This is the fun part of making granola. You can add any nuts you like and whatever seeds you're in the mood for. And it's totally up to you how much of each you use. You don't have to measure everything perfectly. I usually just use my hand as a measurement and go with whatever I have at home. The base is simple: grain flakes, not absolutely necessary puffed grains, something sweet like maple syrup or honey. I'll be using honey, and a pinch of salt. Everything else depends on your taste. I'm going to slightly warm up the honey so it softens and mix more easily with the other ingredients. Then I'll spread everything onto a baking tray and bake it for about 20 minutes. About every 5 minutes, I'll give it a good stir so it bakes evenly. After 20 minutes, I'll take it out of the oven and let it cool right there on the tray, stirring it occasionally as it cools down. Granola is such a simple thing to make, but it makes breakfast so much better and more interesting. This year, we are focusing on a much needed kitchen renovation. The kitchen was already here when we moved in. It wasn't really our style, but it wasn't bad either. We've already started with one part. There used to be a small breakfast table which was pretty worn out. We were almost done with that little corner, but then the renovation paused for a bit, because somewhere along the way, we decided to fully commit to it. That also means we'll be replacing the ceiling. Most of the ceilings in this apartment are covered with wooden boards, except in the living and dining areas. So in the rooms where we will renovate, the kitchen and the bathroom, we'll be installing drywall ceilings. Right now, we're waiting for slightly warmer days. Once we remove the ceilings in the kitchen and bathroom, we'll also want to check the insulation and replace it if needed. The days are already quite warm, but the nights are still really cold. And we definitely don't want to end up with an open roof overnight. And since we are doing everything ourselves, it's going to take a bit longer than it otherwise would. We are also planning to sand down the walls in the living room. They have a rough texture that neither of us really likes. It creates tiny shadows across the surface, making the whole space feel darker than it actually is. It's a shame because someone clearly put a lot of effort into applying that plaster, and with that, they gave us a lot of work to remove it. The entire apartment has lime plaster on the walls, which we are really grateful for. It's a natural, breathable material, but it's also incredibly hard to sand and remove it. So we'll definitely have to roll up our sleeves for this project. We are making the most of this gorgeous warm day. Couldn't have picked a better one to head into the mountains. Our plan is Ajdna. We've never been there before, but we've heard it's really beautiful, so expectations are definitely high. But first, quick detour. There's this waterfall nearby with a name you don't exactly forget, Hudic Babo Pere, which translates to something like the devil washes the woman. Yeah, we had to see that for ourselves. And it's just a short walk from where we parked. The trail to the waterfall is honestly beautiful and short. It's so peaceful. Birds are chirping, and you can hear the waterfall in the distance. And then you arrive. Okay, it's not exactly what I imagined. I thought it would be bigger, maybe a bit more dramatic. But still, there's something really nice about it. Quiet, tucked away, and surprisingly, we have the whole place to ourselves. Not a single person around. But I'm definitely not complaining. Alright, next stop. Valvazorjev dom. Valvazor Mountain Hut. From here, it's about an hour and 20 minutes uphill. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a steady climb. We did start a bit late. It's already around 2 p.m., so we're keeping an eye on the time. The goal is to reach Ajdna and make it back down before dark. But we've got headlamps with us, just in case things don't go exactly to plan. As we get closer to the top, the trail becomes even more beautiful. The last stretch is honestly one of the highlights. That feeling you're almost there. It's perched right on top of this rock. The easier path loops around the rock, but there's also a more direct route straight over in the front. Definitely more adventurous, but you'd definitely need proper protective climbing gear for that. It's like a goat trail. We'll stick to the safe option today. then Ajdna appears. Ajdna is actually best known for its archaeological site at the top. It was a high-altitude village settlement with the earliest traces of activity dating back to the 3rd century. However, it's best known for its settlement in the 5th and 6th century, when it served as a refuge and a place where people from the valley lived. I'm really glad that some of the remains of this village has been preserved. We just had an unfinished oak slab delivered for our dining table. We still had to make a few holes for the channel steel supports and the table legs, and fill and repair a few holes. Then sand it down and stain it. While the table was drying for a few days, I took the chance to go shopping for a few little things to style it. I can never resist wandering throughout the kitchen accessories and home decor section. It's one of my favorite parts of any store. Even if I don't buy anything, I still find it so relaxing and inspiring. I also knew this store carried the VMF brand, so I was hoping they'd have the tiny pots I was looking a few days ago to buy on Amazon. I've been searching for a very tiny pots like this, but I really wanted to see them in person first though, so I could tell whether they were actually small enough for what I had in mind. But the main reason I actually come to this store was this. I was looking for a wooden board or tray for the dining table to place some decoration on, and I've already found some really useful pieces here in the past. Now I just have to decide which one of these I like the most. I did actually come across these pillows at IKEA a while ago. The fabric is so beautiful, such a nice light sandy shade. And also, I really like them because they don't have those strings you have to tie onto the chair. I've just never liked that look. Instead, they have those little silicone dots on the bottom that keeps the pillows from sliding around. I also choose this wooden tray. I already have a smaller version, which I mostly use for my coffee. I really like that it's made from olive wood It has such a beautiful, strong contrast between the light and the dark tones. I was actually deciding between this tray and a very small butcher block, but they didn't have any butcher blocks that I liked, so I went with this tray in the end. I ended up staining it twice because the wood was very dry, so now it has a very soft satin sheen. I'm also going to add these small silicone pads to the bottom so it stays in place. This is just a small step in the renovation, but I had been looking forward to this table for so long. These little changes can make a space feel more comfortable and beautiful. At the end of the day, our home is our safe place, and it should be the space we truly feel good in. Thank you for being here with me. Have a lovely day, and see you in my next one. Bye!